Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Run it as a changeling.
I don't know if there's an update, or I don't know what it's like for the updated cipher, because they are like releasing a revised new book. But like for the original cipher red book, it's a very simple system. It's much more narrative driven, like in a way that it gives you more control and autonomy to do weirder shit. You're not just locked down to the skills that you have. You can like attempt anything. You can use something similar to like an inspiration point to spend it and like re-roll a roll or things like that, but you can also use it to basically like narrate a scene or like add a thing to a scene that wasn't there, like maybe like a trap door or something that you discover or something like it is a very interesting system to play in.
I've seen systems like that. One of which is I forget the name of the system, but one thing in that system was you spend a point and you can, as if you had packed a thing that you didn't have written down. So it's like a flashback to you packing something that you need now, but you didn't know that you needed now, but your character did, and they planned it.
Might be Fate.
I've seen it in a few systems. Fate might be one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I've also seen it where it's a limited resource that has those, and each character has like 6 of them.
Hell yeah. I'm starting the stream. Also, so I'm making note here. I did tell you guys earlier as well, I have been working on updating the shops. There's a couple more things I need to add in some places, so like the shops will still change over the next week or so. But like in the interplanetary junk, there are now like several levels of the healing injector, mana injector, rejuvenation injector. They're a little bit more expensive, obviously, but now you don't have to hit like 10 injectors at once to be able to get better healing. Okay. I didn't do much with the Voidsmith, but I did get a special request to add a 2-handed weapon, so there is now a gravity hammer in the Voidsmith. It's a bit pricey, but it's fucking pretty powerful. The biggest amount of stuff that I added was to Takeshi's shipyard. I added a new huge ship to aspire to, a Cadensis Ocean Master, as well as a ton of mech mods. So you can check those out between turns when you have a little bit of time. And lastly, as I explained in the chats earlier as well, I am adding a recycling station where you can sell your wares. So instead of getting the interplanetary junk all muddled up with extra stuff, you can sell stuff to the recycling station. It'll buy everything at 85% of its value, and it'll sell it back at 100% of its value. So can
you increase the distance on the recycling station?
Oh yeah, give me just a second here. Sorry about that.
Can I, if it's not already there, can I make a request in the shipyard for the different add-ons that you can have for the ship, like the different rooms, like a hangar bay and stuff like that, and how many ship points that they take up?
Yes. Yeah, I can. I just have to determine costs.
Yeah.
For installation and stuff. Because I think that's the one thing that isn't listed in the book for them is actual costs for them. So I just have to assign costs for.
I think in the books they don't list a cost because they assume the cost is going to be different based on the size of the ship.
Yes. But having a list and having a definitive cost for you guys, I guess I'll probably put it by ship, but I was just going to do it basically by room, because depending on how big your ship is how many development slots you can use, and there's some that use multiple development slots, so yeah. that should be easy, just to assign a cost to it for the item instead and just have it as like a thing. I may add that as a separate like machine as well. Okay. 10 points on your points cards tonight.
Halfway to another grand.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna buy an expert charm. I'm gonna spend 25 points to buy an expert charm.
Perfect, yeah, to get a charm that you've already had before.
Yeah.
Did you have it on your character sheet as like at a 0 or? Oh, you have.
I have one with 1 charge on it still.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Hold on, I'm gonna do it. Don't
Okay.
you
I mean,
do
you can right click and
anything.
duplicate it on a sheet. And
That's
then
what I
just
do.
remake the 3.
That's what I'm doing right now. I was already in there, so.
And they're like swimwear.
25 for an extra expert charm is smart. Is anybody else getting regular charms, grand charms, skill points?
Grand charm.
You getting a grand charm, Wade?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Good luck.
Also, look how rich I am. I have 2 whole sticks of RAM.
Oh shit!
They're only 32 megs each.
Neighbor, me too.
Oh yeah.
They are HyperX Fury DDR4.
Oh, that's actually worth money.
Yeah.
This is from 1998, so probably not.
Maybe like a nostalgic collector.
They were thrown in free with a motherboard I ordered, so I'm a little bit doubtful.
That's fair.
I gave the loose RAM that I have to Ebony, and that was only DDR3. So, and that was months back.
Yeah, the HyperX series were my old RAM sticks.
Yeah, because I think you were DDR5.
I don't. Maybe.
Like you built a new rig like a year and a half ago or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't know what I have in there now.
It is likely DDR5 unless you went with a older board to get better RAM, like more RAM cheaper.
Is it really an older board if it's AM4 though?
All right, I'm rolling a Grand Charm.
Oh yeah.
Wade the Dark One, your Grand Charm is a Grand Charm of the Astral Chains. As an action, conjure ethereal chains on a creature within 60 feet. They must succeed on a strength save or be restrained for 1 minute. Repeat save at end of turns.
Awesome.
Once
What's
per
the
short
save,
rest.
though?
It should be DC 15. Hold on, let me fix that for you. Is anybody else getting anything? We just had the 1 Grand Charm.
I am taking a skill point.
You're taking a skill point?
Yeah.
What skill point did you take?
I'm currently trying to decide in the etiquette tree between Silver Tongue. Its effects are out of combat. I gain a +2 bonus to all etiquette checks made to influence officials, nobles, ambassadors, and bureaucrats. And in combat, once per short rest, I can use a bonus action to grant an ally within 30 feet a 1d4 bonus to their next attack roll or saving throw. Or the other branch I could take is False Face. Out of combat, I have advantage on etiquette checks when interacting with criminal organizations, smugglers, and black markets. And in combat, when I'm targeted by an enemy within 30 feet, I can use my reaction to make an etiquette check against a DC 10 plus the enemy's wisdom modifier. On a success, I impose disadvantage on that enemy's next attack roll.
Ooh.
I'm just not sure which one of those I should go with.
You
But
can
I
buy
like-
skill points with the points card.
Yeah.
It's the same as a grand charm, so 100
100
Okay.
points.
100 points for a skill point.
Well, you don't have to decide right away. You have the skill point. Feel free to spend it when you've decided.
I think Silver Tongue fits Chaka more. She likes boosting her fellow teammates
Baba Booey,
more
Baba
than...
Booey.
Like, I mean, like, she likes harming enemies too, obviously, but that just feels more in line with Chaka Khan's character.
Hell yeah.
I've taken the Silver Tongue.
I got double Baba Booeyed. Add me on Discord. Oh, is this a bot?
Got bot buoy.
I got bot buoyed. I did.
Don't repeat that. That's not a funny joke. That was terrible. As soon as I said it, I was embarrassed.
I had to repeat it so you could feel the shame.
I felt it on my own. Thank you.
When we last left our heroes, they reunited in the Athena system, heading to the closest Squengies. They were greeted by a Warforged chef named Gorak Steelbane. And the crew settled in and filled each other in on their adventures that they had faced when they had split up. The first thing that the crew learned about the Athena system is that the planet Valkyrie is surrounded by a strange, malevolent-looking iron-sworn crown fighter ships. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm not a bot, I'm a real boy. Thank you so much for the resub, Ray. I don't know why alerts play twice. It's very strange. But that's going to play again in a second. You learned about Charon's Wake. You learned that it nullifies normal power sources and magic, so like normal like energy sources. You were advised to get additional information on Oakenshield and to avoid Aegis 9, a military superstructure. Gorak gave a brief rundown of the planets within the system, and after taking in a bunch of information, the crew did decide to head to Oakenshield to get more information on Charon's Wake. With some time before their arrival, the crew entered a small period of downtime. Chaka taught Vera how to read. MT wanted to rework Newton and the Daedalus to be able to use Newton and its dark matter core as a non-magic, non-energy power source, giving them an easy escape from Charon's Wake. Success meant not only being able to use Newton as a plug-and-play battery, transforming into a compressed box form, but you can also still summon it from the ship and can return it as a battery instead of just returning it for storage. Newton also will now act as a autopilot as well. Chubbs tried to start learning the piloting skill, but was having trouble kind of clumsily due to his large size in the smaller mech that he was trying to practice with. Wade decided to practice flying and handling the Fighting Fantasy, his new ship, and he gained piloting checks when flying the Fighting Fantasy. After kind of playing around with it a little bit and getting the hang of it. Loki, with help and expertise from his crew, was able to learn the rapid repair mechanic feature, like the skill point feature, and practiced with the rapid repair on the Eletherion, repairing all the damage that it had taken, and also discovering, along with MT, that it runs on an incredibly mysterious power source. Wade decided to stretch and expand his flexibility a little bit, and was able to develop a special technique that gives him advantage on dexterity-based checks 3 times a day. Chubbs continued to practice and finally got the hang of piloting a mech, learning the skill. MT researched the guidance cantrip to create a new gadget, and was so successful in creating the gadget that he did not have to sacrifice another one to do so. Lastly, Chaka decided to delve deeper into her research on the remnants of Flongo and their locations throughout the galaxy. She pinpointed the exact locations of them and created a scanner app to find them, and located 4 in the Athena system. 1 in Zephora, 1 in Ember Granite, 1 on Charon's Wake, and 1 on Specimen Prime, the zoo of the people of Titan 5. And that is where we left off. You still remain on the ship. You are headed towards Oakenshield. And on the tracker here, let's start with MT. What else are you doing during your downtime?
Well, I would like to start that long-term project that I sent you info about previously. Creating that, for all intents and purposes, robot cat familiar. I have a few checks that I will probably need to do eventually to get this the way that I want it. I will probably also need to sink some money into it, but right now, you said I do have access to spare parts. So the first check that I probably need to do is create a body for this cat. So I'm making a cat robot body, and I'm assuming that's going to be mechanics, and I have 4 checks. I don't know which one that you think that it should be my 20 and all of that.
Well, what do you want for making the cat's body? What do you want to set the difficulty at? Because you're already breaking it into components for me.
Yeah, well, I need a body. It's gonna have some senses. It's gonna have a mind of its own, because it's gonna be autonomous when I'm not in control over it, because I do have the capability, like Find Familiar, of entering the cat's mind. The ability to enter the cat's mind, so that's sort of an uplink. And so that's the 4 that I'm looking at right now. Creating a body, sensors, creating an AI for it, and then an uplink. And I don't know which of those would be the hardest. Probably the AI would be the hardest.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do the body at 15.
The body at 15?
Yeah.
Okay, trying to create the body for a new robot cat companion. Why don't you go ahead and give me a mechanics roll?
And I am definitely giving myself guidance.
I was just about to offer you guidance. I don't know if you can get double guidance, though.
I don't believe I can.
That would be rad if you could.
That is a
Nice.
22.
The roll didn't show up, but it showed up in the chat. So yeah, 22.
So you definitely succeed. Again, this is the easiest part. You build mechs. Building a robot cat body is barely an afternoon for you. You put it together fairly quickly. The hardest time you have is kind of reworking some of the metal to fit the shapes that you need, but you also have all of your tools and everything on the ship at your disposal. So you make easy work of it. And I'm going to say that you make it so masterfully that even though it's not a mech, you are able to incorporate some mech concepts into it. And I'm going to say that in addition to its regular kind of familiar setup, it's also going to have 2 upgrade slots.
2 upgrade slots from like my class list?
From your class list, yeah. So you'll be able to choose 2 robot skills to be able to give to it.
Okay. Okay. Open that PDF now.
Your DC was 15. I'm gonna say 1 robot skill. Sorry. 2 feels like a lot for a familiar.
Still, I'm flabbergasted and take a look.
Okay. Next in line is Chaka Khan. She might need a minute though, because I can hear she's manually breathing.
And she's on mute.
I am unmuted. Okay. I think
Therefore, you are.
no, I do not think I am not. So one of the things I wanted to do was study the Flongonian goo and see, like, you know how, like, there's the concept of, like, anti-venom made with, like, the snake venom. Like, I basically wanted to make, like, an anti-venom, but, like, for the radioactive effects of the Flongo goo. Would that have to be, like, a specific difficulty? I'm assuming it would.
Radioactive effects of the Flongo goo. You mean, like, the components that allow it to, like, expand and terraform planets and shit?
Yeah, I don't want all, like, it's good to know where all the little pieces of Flongo landed, but Chaka is very concerned about the radioactive effects of the goo that was on Flongo, and therefore Flongo, because the radioactiveness would be in Flongo itself. She doesn't want all the bits that have been flung across the galaxy to then just start spreading and, like, turning other planets into living, eating planets.
Yeah.
So basically, the reason she took the goo from the planet and, like, took a sample of it is because she wants to, like I said, it, like, kind of like an anti-venom, like something that would, like, undo or protect against the effects of, like, Flongo's radioactivity. Like, you know how you use snake venom to, like, make the anti-venom that, like, protects you from the snake venom?
Mm-hmm.
I basically want to take that concept but apply it to the radioactive goo. I don't know if I have a science lab on the ship or if I would need to go find a science lab to do that in.
So here's the thing. What you have is a nuclear substance that was probably the catalyst that allowed Flongo to spread in the first place.
Yeah.
I think based on even your raw passive intelligence, I understand what you meant, but, like, the goo itself isn't going to help that. But you would know that, like, again, you were able to, like, tune to a certain frequency to disrupt them.
Even if I could just study the goo to get more information on how to combat it, instead of actually making a thing to combat it.
Okay. What I want from you, what are you setting the difficulty as for this?
Well, that's what I was asking, was if you would need that to be a certain difficulty. Although I guess just studying it isn't as difficult as making a whole
Yeah.
thing. Let's do What?
Give me a science roll.
Can I give myself not inspiration, guidance?
Yep. Yeah.
You could probably give yourself bardic inspiration too if you want.
I think there's a limit to how often I can use that.
I think it's so many times per short rest.
Equal to my charisma modifier.
Yeah. So
Wait,
for,
is that for real?
yeah, you can do bardic inspiration 5 times per
Oh shit,
per
okay,
long
cool.
rest.
Sweet.
For long rest.
Okay. I think I've used it once within this long rest.
Oh, it does. Bardic inspiration does say one creature other than yourself.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Can't inspire self.
I will just keep my D4.
.22 is pretty good. You don't have like an extensive science lab on the ship, but you have enough that you can do a deeper observation of this liquid. It is definitely, it's definitely like has radiation in its origin, whatever liquid it is. But you can see that like whatever the liquid was, like what you had captured was also like kind of like part of Flongo as well, and you do find like trace parts of this organic material inside it. Once again, you find that that material is like primate or simian in nature, like almost human-like but not quite. And I'd say on that 22 on your research, again, using the like you are incredibly smart. You think your original idea was like reverse engineering this liquid to try and have like a way to stop them. And instead, what you discover through this is you think back to the disruption, the note that you used to disrupt them, and you think that if you can find a way to amplify your voice to be like loud enough, you can destroy them with a certain frequency.
I'm assuming that wasn't a good enough roll to know what the frequency would be.
Oh yeah, with this research, I'd give it to you.
Oh, sweet.
The challenge is going to be in finding a way to effectively amplify your voice enough to be able to basically kind of like direct it, because you want to be able to direct it to hone on a target without hurting the people around you, because at that frequency you'll probably blow your friends' ears out.
Okay.
Like an MT, like your checks are just gonna be smooth sailing. I forgot that you got the 30 out of the way, like right at the start of the downtime.
Yeah.
You crazy bastard. It's great.
Thank you, Bardic Inspiration.
Wade the Dark One.
All right, it's time to make some money off the crew. I'm going to do some side work. And initially my thought was to have like a arm wrestling competition, but I realized probably no one here wants to arm wrestle me. So instead, I'm setting up a booth where I'll hold my arm out and you can see how long you can apply pressure until you have to give up. And I'm going to charge a couple credits each for that.
I mean, I won't do it, but if you want to advertise it, you
I'm
can.
advertising it to everyone on the ships, everyone in our little fleet. If you want to like throw yourself at my arm for a while to see how strong you are, let's do it.
If you'd like to arm wrestle Newton, you can arm wrestle Newton.
I don't think there's much money in that for me.
Oh, there is if people put bets on it.
Yeah, this is side work. I'm trying to make money.
Yeah, but
I won't put money on it, but if you want to have other people bet on it, you can have other people.
Oh, and we can take a rake from it? Yeah, let's do it. I was only going to do a challenge of 10.
This is your task. I will. I'm only asking for 10%, and I'm only asking for that much because I'm broke.
Yeah, no,
I have 0.
Can Chaka Khan help with her charisma to like try and get more people in on the pool?
to entice the crew to bet on it?
Yeah,
perfect.
Motherfucker.
with my super duper great charisma stat.
Yeah, give me a persuasion check.
Hold on. If we're actually doing this, I have to pull up Newton so that Newton can.
What is Newton again?
Newton is my robot mech.
Perfect. So I will be large.
It was a 20 on the persuasion.
20 on the persuasion. Okay. Yeah, whole crew's on board with this. They're getting their credits ready. Even Borklord, who like has a cred stick in his claw, just waving it around.
That's about right.
Okay. So you set the difficulty as 10?
Yes. I'm
trying to figure out what to do for this, because I mean, if it's an athletics versus 10, you win.
Yeah. My plan has modified itself a bit since I made the plan, so I'm trying to think of what it might be better to do it a different way.
Opposed roll.
Actually, I was going to have a bunch of NPCs just
by...
throw themselves at me, right?
May I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Opposed rolls, him versus the mech, and then modified by a how much he beats the 10 task with some other skill. And then that's how many credits gets earned.
Sorry, what?
The difference in the opposed rolls multiplied by the difference in how much he beats the DC-10 in a second check. And the multiplying together is how many credits he gets, or something like that.
Oh, that's too many steps.
Okay, never mind.
That's too many steps for a downtime roll. He's setting the DC as a 10.
How about we do the opposed athletics to see if I win or not, and then the DC is just whether I make any money.
I mean, you're in cahoots with...
Yeah, true.
You're with him, so either way you're making money. So what I want instead, I think we'll do the opposed athletic to see whether you win or lose, and that may modify things, but what I'm looking for here is a performance check.
Okay. All right.
I do not have performance.
I'm getting
no,
Chaka,
for the performance for Wade.
for the 10. Chaka, can I have some guidance on this?
I grant thee some guidance. I sprinkle it on there.
Because I'm gonna use my inspiration on that one.
Oh my god. -3.
Made it.
Roll your 1d4 for guidance. That
Stable 15.
That puts it at 15, which puts it 5 over.
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
On a charisma check, no less.
Now go ahead and roll an opposed athletics versus Newton.
That didn't go right.
It's not in here. I believe Newton is supposed to be proficient in athletics.
Newton, roll a raw strength check plus your what modifier is it?
Newton on his own is supposed to be proficient in athletics. So whatever that mod is supposed to be plus.
It's strength plus your dex or intelligence modifier, whichever is higher, plus your proficiency. So for you, either way, it's +3 So it's Newton strength +6.
I'm knocked to the ground.
You rolled well.
I got a 7 on the dice.
I'm not seeing the dice rolls today.
No, there's something weird going on with it. I'm not seeing him either. So Newton, you guys get into a wrestling match between Newton the mech and Wade the Dark One in his big form. And Wade, you think you have him for a hot minute before he just like drops you. But you hear you hear your shipmates like chanting out and laughing along with you. Or like laughing, or like you hear it, like it's very jovial. It's like they're watching a wrestling match, like they're having a great time.
It looked like you were gonna win, even to me.
Originally it was like they were betting on you guys, and most people bet on you to win, and you lost. So they're very jovial and then kind of upset. MT, you can decide how much of this you cut Wade in on. But MT, you bet on Newton to win. And so you get 10,000 credits.
Okay.
From the combined bets of everybody.
As far as I'm concerned, this was his downtime activity. I will take 10%. He gets 90.
Sick.
Because this was his downtime activity. So I get 1,000 credits. You get 9,000 credits.
Good.
Because I don't want to steal the money that you're making on your downtime activity. But I'm broke otherwise. And as we found out, everything's fucking expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently some people had deep pockets and a gambling problem. And bet quite a bit more than they probably should have on a simple, friendly, at-home boxing match.
Also, FYI, Newton is just a modified loading mech. Basically,
Nice.
cross cross the mech from Aliens with one of the walking mechs in Avatar.
Okay.
That's Newton. Short, squat, but fast. Could probably beat the average person in a foot race without question. If you didn't jump, I might be able to beat you in a foot race.
Yeah, I would jump.
You jumping, you'd blow him out of the water.
Yup. Loki, that's you next.
All right. Loki's gonna pop the Babel charm, and he's gonna spend some time with Borklord, and he's gonna ask Chubbs for his help with this too. He's gonna spend some time with Borklord to try to learn Space Pirate, so he can actually communicate with Borklord.
He's trying to learn Space Pirate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Chubbs has the grand
With
charm
my
of
assistant, so-
tongues.
Yeah.
So he understands everything. In the Babel charm, I could speak, write, or read any language for at least an hour.
Okay. Oh my god, that's brilliant.
I want to give him something.
Okay.
I have to find it to give it to him.
Yeah.
If I'm allowed to give it. One of my trinkets.
Yeah.
I just need to find it. I have a trinket somewhere. I give him my cosmic spectacles.
What do they do?
They are. Let me see if I can pull that up. There you go.
Interesting. I think that's gonna be a problem.
I'm giving them to you permanently if you want them. It won't help you with the learning, but it will help you with some initial kind of stuff. Might help you down long term.
Just forgetting how to comprehend other languages for 24 hours, that's kind of a problem.
Yes.
Why?
Just for the rest of downtime, at least.
No, the downtime's like a few days.
Okay. Okay, I'll use the spectacles too then.
You can actually take them if you want, or you can just borrow them. It's your choice. Just let me know so I know to delete them if you're taking them.
I'm just gonna borrow them for now.
Okay.
Okay. So with that, you've got plenty of items to help you, and you've got Chubbs' help as well. Go ahead and what are you setting the difficulty at here?
I was thinking it would have to be a 20, but I was gonna see if you'd let me do it for a 10 just because of how good Loki is with languages. He knows every other space language.
Especially because of all the extra help you have. Yeah, I'm gonna let you set it low. 10 is perfectly fine. You're also going to get advantage on the roll.
Okay. I was gonna ask if you'd let me do it as an etiquette roll, because I'm actually spending time with Borklord to actually talk with him, hang out with him, and learn about him.
Yeah.
Awesome. If that's the case, I am also gonna pop the charisma charm, which will boost my charisma to 18 for so it'll just boost my etiquette just a little bit more.
Okay. Ellie, you're muted.
Oh shoot. Did I get guidance from somebody?
I was
Yep.
just about to say, I'm pretty sure with how proficient in etiquette Chaka is, she would be happy to guide you in that.
Okay.
Jesus.
28.
Hell yeah.
28. So yeah, you can go ahead and just add the language space pirate to your character sheet to start off.
Okay. Awesome.
That's like even like with everything else like being like temporary, like you're just gonna retain it. But more than that, for the first time, you are able to like have like a full-on conversation, like communication with Borklord, and he's a pretty complex guy. He was the youngest in his brood to be taken to taken into the space pirates. He had 5 siblings that were all killed in front of him to toughen him up, essentially. He is a couple 100 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh my god. Do you have any specific questions for Borklord? That you would like, things that you would want to know?
His real name and his home star system.
His
Boy,
real...
mate, his real name's Borklord.
His real name translated through Space Pirate is Blood Scourge.
Nice to meet you, Blood Scourge. I'm Loki.
He's like, I think I'm Borklord. I'm okay with Borklord.
Okay. I wasn't sure how okay you were with the name
I'm gonna be honest. I for a while I thought you guys were going to kill me. I didn't know what your game was, and like once I realized that you were just like taking me in, at first I thought like then it was like, okay, so I guess I'm a pet. Like they're just keeping me as a pet, which was kind of weird. But I mean, like I've seen some pretty weird and fucked up shit. So like, I mean, again, compared to my previous life, this is pretty tame. Like you guys go on some wacky adventures, but like I've seen some shit. But like I feel this the crew and this place feel like my home now. Like I'm a space pirate no longer. I am one of you. I am an empty one.
I'm glad you feel that way. We love having you aboard.
And yeah, especially for the next 24 hours, you and Borklord have like Jason, basically like he tells you about like food from his home planet, which is, it's not really cooked food. It's like they just like find whatever they can kill and just eat it. Like they eat it alive if they can. If not, then they eat it as fresh as possible. But he tells you about certain planets that have like herbs and things like that like flavor the meat nicely. And that there are like certain broodlings that would like specifically try to do that, but would be made fun of in their clans for trying to be like fancy, basically. Like just getting ripped on for being bougie.
Oh yeah. Well, that's awesome.
I'm going to say, in addition to getting kind of that history lesson, you are going to get a +1 to rolls when you are within Borklord's vicinity. So if you take Borklord on an adventure with you, he will give you +1 to your rolls, just across the board.
That's awesome.
You're the first person he's had like a real conversation with.
I'm definitely glad I got to have a conversation with you, Bork Lord. I'm glad I got to hang out with you and understand you for the first time that you've been with us all this time.
He would ask you if you have any pocket burgers. It's like, I miss Oka. You got any pocket burgers?
I do. I have many pocket burgers on me. I'll give him half my stash. I'll just be like, here. I think I have 12 or 16 on me.
He most definitely would eat them all in one hit.
Awesome.
Chubbs.
I don't really have like a downtime for Chubbs right now. Probably just to get rid of the stress token that I have. Where would that even lie for you? I think you said it doesn't really matter, just anything's fine, right?
For removing the stress token?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5, 10, or 15. Self-care.
All right. It is an athletics. Are you looking for a straight roll or because that's what my current is.
It depends
Like,
on...
am I rolling athletics?
Well, what are you doing for self-care? Because that's really what determines the roll. It's not just you rolling against what you're getting disadvantage in.
Yeah.
And what are you setting the difficulty as?
I guess it would really depend on like what I'm rolling with. I can probably get away with lower if I use like something specific. Chubbs passed out from exhaustion. The last time he was kind of overworked himself. I guess probably like do like a stamina training of sorts. Like just regular muscle therapy or something, like just building stamina over strength. Try and like play upkeep on his muscles, I guess.
Okay. What? Yeah, we'll set the difficulty. I'm not going to tell you what it is until you set the difficulty.
I'll go with a 10. We'll go in the middle of the road.
Okay. What I want from you in this case is a Constitution check.
Constitution check? Okay.
Yeah. Because you're you're basically trying to work yourself out to and like stretch yourself out to get rid of that disadvantage, but also because it is something that has been strenuous on you, the Constitution is to see if you don't overwork yourself essentially in trying to get rid of it.
Okay. Yeah, I can go with that. Do I have anything that helps me with this right now? I need to burn some charms anyways. I have too fucking many of these. So I'm going to use my last charge of my Charm of the Savant. Which means that like anything lower than a 10 is automatically a 10 plus my save. And then we'll do con. Okay, I rolled well anyways. 21.
You learned your lesson, and you know where your limits are now. So, you get rid of the stress token, no problem at all. Your disadvantage on those athletics checks are gone. And like giving you take like a good like a quarter of the day of just like just a few hours of really like just like stretching everything out and working yourself out and like hitting that limit, taking like a nice like quick rest, hydrating, and just getting back into it and really just like flexing yourself out. And I think you even take a little bit of time to do so in your mech as well. because there is kind of like a physical part to it, just like like any vehicle, there is kind of like a toll that it takes on your body being in a certain position or like moving and shifting a certain way over a long period of time. That actually kind of helps to work out other things that you have a hard time working out like just by yourself. It's a 21/10. I'm also going to say the next time you deal with a stressful situation or activity that would garner getting a stress token, you'll get advantage on that next roll.
Okay. Would that be to like towards the roll, like towards the initial roll before I get the stress token, or
Correct.
towards the
Yeah.
roll to get rid of it?
Towards the roll for like that would result in a stress token.
Okay.
MT, back to you.
Back to me. Well, I put in the chat that the additional point that I'd like to do is the sense, the eyesight thing.
Yeah, retinal scanner cat.
Retinal scanner bypassing cat.
It's fucked up.
But I initially had on my list, before I even got that as an option, a senses and sensors kind of thing. And I was thinking possibly needing my perception or maybe my investigation, because I'm putting my, like, taking from me and putting it into the cat kind of thing. But possibly at disadvantage, or it could be a computer's kind of thing.
Sorry, you're transplanting your eyes into the cat?
No, I'm transplanting the programming from my eyes or my ears and my senses into the cat.
You're trying to like copy it?
Copy some of the programming, some of the framework.
Okay. Oh yeah, what would you? Yeah, exactly. What would you like to set the difficulty on for that?
If you're letting me use my perception, I'm going to say, because of the nature of perception, because of how perception normally works, I would be at a disadvantage. But but the DC for it, because I still think out of the list, the AI is the hardest one.
I don't
so
like
for AI.
You're trying to give it, like, you're trying to give it the programming for your perception, but I don't know if that would be a perception roll. Like, I would still think that like this goes into programming. Like, I feel like this would still be a computer's check.
In that case, computers, but no disadvantage then.
Right.
I was trying to diversify because I'm going to be using computers for the programming of the AI, so I was trying to diversify what skills I was using.
Yeah,
that's all.
No, I definitely understand, but here I think you're essentially writing code that you already have basically, but like it's a reflection on yourself to be able to create a like program for something smaller.
Right. Okay. I will give myself the guidance, DC 10. I don't even know why I'm rolling.
Because you could get a 1.
Unless a 1 subtracts stuff or counts as a critical failure, even on a 1 with my bonuses, I would still beat 10.
If you roll a 1, you get -5.
Okay.
And if you roll a nat 20, you get a +5 to the roll.
I got a 19.
I miss the clickety clack of the dice, and it makes me sad
So
that
do I.
they're not working. 19, which again, like it's not 10 over, but it's almost 10 over. It's easy work for you again. Like it's already like programming that you are familiar with. There's not really much that you have to do to adapt it after you copy it to be able to put it into the robot companion and make it work properly and make it accept those things. Again, the likelihood for you is that the biggest part is going to be the actual AI to program it. Like, do you want it to act like as an animal, or do you want it to be intelligent? Do you want it to be like a constantly learning AI, or something that has stricter protocols? So that will require more work. But this is just giving it sensors and letting it see and hear and all that stuff. That's easy stuff.
Yeah. And I beat it by 9.
You are going to be able to give it 30 feet of dark vision.
30 feet of dark vision. Okay,
Yeah.
so functionally another set of bionic eyes.
Yes.
Because that was an option that I could have taken. An option that I was going to possible suggest for that is one of the other things that I could give for a point on my on the character or on the robot list is basically I give it the scent feet.
The scent feet?
Yes, so it can smell as if it has a nose and can smell as if a animal with the scent feet. So it can track via scent and all of that stuff.
Interesting.
Because I'm trying to have it mimic a cat. But I'll take the dark vision if that's what you want to give.
I like the dark vision. I think it fits a little bit more here.
Okay.
Chaka, that's back to you.
Chaka would like to. We're confined to just the ship, right?
You're confined to just the ship, yeah.
Okay. But we've got like the whole crew on board. Sweet. Okay, Chaka wants to facilitate like some group bonding through like a karaoke party, and like singing songs about like togetherness and working together and being a bunch of good friends and stuff. Just a simple little karaoke party to help everyone feel more connected to each other, and I was hoping if I rolled well enough, I could get more cult followers.
Okay, interesting.
Oh yeah, and I wanted to do that for my 15.
For your 15 roll.
Yeah.
So some karaoke to see if you can steal some of Oka's followers.
That's not my main goal. My main goal is to like build like camaraderie on the ship so that like we can work better together and maybe get some sort of like bonus when like an ally based bonus or something to some, I don't know. That's up to you.
Increase crew cohesion.
Yeah. So that we work better together like in the long run. But like I said, I was hoping like maybe if I roll really well, I'll get like an extra couple followers or something.
Okay, go ahead and give me a performance check.
Giving self guidance.
Okay. I mean, obviously, like, this is where you thrive with the performance. I think you put on a great show. And of course, obviously, your abilities, your kind of native passive abilities, do focus more on the women aboard. So it does kind of get kind of like girls' night. Woo! Everybody's drinking, partying, singing, having a great time. I mean, we can say what we want about it, but you are converting some of the followers of Oka that are now becoming the followers of Chaka.
Sweet.
Who is aboard? I know. So Bolt is aboard. Alma Bolt Sing. Bolt Sing. Bolt. No, MT. Who else? Lyra Voss is aboard. You already had Vera and Emiko. So yeah, you gain 2 followers. Those followers basically are converted from followers of Oka to followers of Chaka, and can now be considered part of your... Is there a limit to your brood network? I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm currently at my brood network limit. But I just wanted more followers in my cult. I wasn't trying to expand my brood network, but beyond what I'm allowed to do.
Yeah, so I guess the 2 of them are like, like, especially like Bolt's like, I work a lot with my hands, but like I would really love to be able to learn how to sing like you. Do you think you could teach me?
Of course. I would love to do some singing lessons.
Yeah, Lyra and Bolt are now paying much closer attention to you.
Get yourself that choir.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
excellent.
Need some backup singers.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Once again, I'm going to say same thing as well as with Loki and Borklord. When you have them, like, if you have them out and about, or like when you are in their vicinity, you'll get +1 to your rolls. So if you take either of them on like a ship, on an adventure with you at all, they'll give you +1 to your rolls. But I'm going to say that those don't stack. It's just like while you're within the vicinity of them, you get +1.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't get +2 for being around both of them. It's
No.
just +1 for either of them.
Yeah, but like you only need 1 present to have that effect.
Yeah. Sweet. Thank you. And then is the crew going to like have better chances at working together in general after the karaoke party?
Oh, that was, given that was your main goal, you did have kind of like a group bonding experience as well. I will say yes. I will say also anyone crewed on the Anathema when they are taking crew actions during ship combat will also get +1 on rolls.
Awesome.
Wade.
All right. After the revelry and karaoke last night, I'm going to make this a reputation 5, and I'm going to roll a perception for it. The perception is mostly how much the guy running the mess hall will charge me for this. I'm going to come in around noon to where people are eating or starting their day or hungover with 2 big things over my shoulder. One is a giant vat of coffee, and the other is a keg of Space 4X Gold, the best beer North Australia's got in space.
Okay.
I cost a lot of people a lot of money, and I'm getting them drunk to make up for it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And sorry, what did you want to roll for this?
Perception 5, because I'm gonna pay for it. I just I know the guy running the mess hall on the ship's gonna be pissed off because it's gonna be a drunken party again for 2 days. So he might charge me whatever. So I'm looking for a reasonable rate and to get back in people's good graces.
Okay. You don't really have, like, the Anathema doesn't really have a mess hall per se. There's nothing installed yet. There's just a bunch of open, empty rooms. But there is a room where people kind of congregate and hang out that has like a little food synthesizer. You bring fucking booze, and they're all happy.
A keg and one of those big boilers of coffee.
Now, here's the thing. Because there's no like actual mess hall installed, there's no robot or anybody that you really need to bribe or anything to worry about a mess or anything. But the person in charge right now is Chubbs.
Okay. All right, then I'm gonna try and persuade Chubbs to let me take over supervisor duty so he can get drunk and I can be the sober supervisor.
Chubbs does not drink.
I'm gonna persuade Chubbs to let me get drunk.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Good.
As long as the ship runs, I don't care. As long as we're on our way to our mission.
Did I get guidance on that?
I think yeah.
Sure.
You made it anyways. But...
Somebody's
But now I
always
beat it by
got
5.
guidance, but now you beat it by 5. Realistically, this was more to win over the crew after losing them a lot of money last night.
That was the goal.
But you bring you bring in booze, and you bring, what was it? You brought in booze and eggs?
Coffee.
Oh, coffee.
A keg of beer and a big old vat of coffee.
Yeah.
Because this is like noon after the karaoke party.
Yeah, I think it goes...
There are people hungover, and there are people who want the hair of the dog.
It goes over pretty well. You got the 2 girls who were like now smitten with Chaka, who are in the corner, like trying to like learn to harmonize together. And yeah, you just get the party started again. It doesn't get too wild, but Vera drinks a ton. And you guys, like, again, I'm not as a punishment, but Vera gets too drunk to be able to drive for a little bit.
And then to seal the reputation gain, to make sure I've got it, I help clean up.
Yeah. Which is just, it's a good gesture. It's a good thing to do. Yeah. Loki.
All right. For my 20 roll, I want to do something to prepare for my 30 roll. I just want to take... Right?
Oh, yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, sorry. I thought you were going to say something. I want to take the Aegis out and just practice my flying, because for my 30 roll, I want to try to teach Chubbs how to fly a spaceship. So I just want to see if I could give myself advantage for my 30 roll.
You wouldn't need to roll a 30 roll to teach Chubbs how to fly a ship, because he already knows piloting.
Oh, I wouldn't?
No, it wouldn't be that high. If it's something you wanted to do, like, you could set that just as your 20. Like, take him out with each of you take a ship out.
Okay,
you have the Zealot as well.
Yeah.
Hell, there's also the Daedalus.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll do that for my 20 then, I think. And I was gonna take Borklord up with me so I could get his bonus.
Yeah, of course. See, that's fun, because now, like, That makes Borklord like Q, where like, yeah, you can use him, but if you fail, now Borklord can get hurt too.
Yeah.
I've been trying to use Borklord. He's been fucking sick.
I'm also gonna pop the expert charm so that my piloting skill will go up to 14.
Okay.
And take a guidance.
Okay, and I'll take guidance, so piloting.
So Chubbs, Loki is using his downtime. He calls you over and is offering to teach you how to fly a ship.
Yeah, Chubbs will take it. Obviously, having as many people proficient in this, I think would probably be good. So Chubbs will take anything that he can to learn.
Normally Wade would probably be there along with you, but he's got to fly the anathema because Vera's fucking hammered. For this,
Wade is also hammered, is he not?
Yes, I am.
It's just on autopilot. Hopefully we don't get pulled over.
yeah, space cops. Woo! Yeah, Loki, you take out the Aegis and or you would probably, I'd say it's probably easier to take the Daedalus and have him take the Zealot, just so that you have smaller ships and you're working with easier handling on both sides. But you, with your familiarity of ships, you're able to take Chubbs through the basics, and Chubbs, having already really worked on piloting the mech, it translates easy enough that you're able to get a good handle on these light ships pretty quickly. So you will no longer get that disadvantage when piloting ships. You're now just on the same level where you just have like just a general piloting experience now for your roles.
Okay. Much appreciated.
Yeah, Loki, your relationship with Chubbs increases a little bit.
Awesome.
There's not any insane benefits to it right now. You know, if when you two are interacting in a situation, it might come into play.
Okay. Awesome.
Chubbs, that's back to you.
5, 15, and 30. After getting back with can I use my downtime to shop? Using the ship, I'll just kind of like make a quick detour and go shop really quickly.
You'd have to basically undo the progress that you did and fly back to Squengies.
Is there another Squengies on the way?
No.
Like,
Call
are we
ahead and
passing
order.
another one?
Call ahead and order.
Place an online order.
Yeah.
Online order for pickup.
Yeah, because where are we going again? We're going to Bracken?
You're going to Oakenshield.
Oh, it's an O, not a B. Yeah, okay, Oakenshield. Yeah, I guess there's nothing on the way between us and there. Fuck. Okay.
Oakenshield.
There's nothing that is in the way. Nothing to order from there. Okay. I don't really know, honestly. Chubbs will... Can I just get more practice with my mech for the 15? Try and increase like my abilities or get familiarized with it. With like specifically this one. Like getting familiarized with like utilizing shields and stuff like inside of mechs.
I guess the question is, to what end?
The last time that we talked about mechs, you said that I could utilize the mechs to learn things that I know for like Chubbs. through the
Specifically,
mechs
like,
with
yeah,
a 15.
with the one with the shield, it would have to be a higher roll than a 15, but like on those higher rolls, on like subsequent, like later downtimes, you'll have the ability to be able to roll like a 25 or 30 to try and basically adapt a skill, like a shield, a vanguard skill you have, to be able to use it in your mech.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I do still have the 30 available right now, so I'll maybe try and figure out something for that. Because I think the mech that I have doesn't have anything super crazy that I like want to add. He's got the shield, and I'm pretty sure it has like a shield bash. Like it's got like the shield block and stuff like that, so it's solid. Is there anything that I can do to learn something that would be considered a bonus action outside of like the quick fix? Something that would make sense for the mech.
I mean, not really. Not from your ship. If it's not like adapting a skill that you know, like there's plenty of mods available that when installed can offer different things to a mech, but by itself, like an innate feature, the reason why it's the roll is so high is because basically you're making like a module for it to be able to follow, which is no easy feat at all.
Can Chubbs use his connects to see if we have any information on planets in this system?
Okay, reaching out to your personal connections to see if you have any information on the Athena system. Okay.
Yeah. Because I still have keys, right? He's my little fucking... I will need to know. See if he's got any information regarding the planets. Do we want to know more about the planet that we're going to right now for Oakenshield, or do we want to know more about the other planet that's gonna... Karen's, I think is...
Karen's Wake? I think we're going to Oakenshield because Oakenshield has the best information for Karen's Wake. That's why we're going to Oakenshield.
Can I get keys to ascertain where like a hub of knowledge would be based for like information on Karen's Wake?
I am going to outright say that Keys wouldn't know much about Karen's Wake. Most of the information that you would be gathering would have to come from the Athena system, and he's not he's not from this system. Like, the information he'd have access to is from like a wider array of things. I would say if you want to delve into the information that Keys would have, he could probably give you information on for giving you some like ideas of a direction to go with Keys. He would probably be able to get you a little bit more information on the Void Seeker Syndicate. He'd probably be able to get you more information on Titan 5 and its people, specifically because they have like Specimen Prime is their intergalactic zoo, and they acquire more specimens for that by some pretty dirty means sometimes. And so like you might be able to get more information on that. You may be able to get a little bit more general information on most locations in this system. I'd say Charon's Wake is the hardest to get information for.
Yeah. Okay. So what if I rephrase this to, would Keys know where a knowledge hub, like the greatest knowledge hub, would be on Oakenshield? Where the city is most bustling, where we would have the best chance to find a large amount of information.
I can't make you roll for that, though. The answer is no.
Okay. We're no on that. What other options would I have to gather information for like just Oakenshield specifically, so that we know where to land on the planet?
I believe we were given some general information on that. It's always asked when we get within quick comms range.
Yeah, because Goran was the one who sent you guys there and said, like, you shouldn't have a problem. That's the best place to get information. But like, there's not like it seems like he knew about Oakenshield. There are several places in the Athena system, like just giving you guys as free knowledge. There are several places in the Athena system that are very guarded and private. So like Valkyrie, there's not an insane amount of outward information just freely available about it, outside of like Ironsworn being like Ironsworn is from this system, and primarily like Valkyrie is one of the biggest purchaser of Ironsworn ships. But other than that, like, there's not an insane amount of information, especially like current dealings. There's not really much information known about for Valkyrie. Aegis 9 and Oakenshield are the same things. Like, Aegis 9 is like a military planet, so it's very tight with its information. Oakenshield, as far as you know, from what you've been told, all of the beings that are on Oakenshield are transforming robots. But you got that information from somebody who was also a transforming robot.
Can I do some form of a mechanics check to scan the planet to figure out where the greatest concentration of them is?
That is an interesting choice. That is much more doable, yes. What would you like to set the difficulty at as for that?
What do I have left? I have a 5 and a 15. I think with having accessibility, if it's okay to use the transformium that he tried to feed you, MT, we could use that
as
to track
long as
the
it's
source.
not used up in the process. I do not want to lose it because I have a use for that later on. Or if
run the risk.
You know what, run the risk, because if they have transformium and it can be bought, I can always purchase a supply, because they'll probably need more for my purposes, and my purposes are like levels down the line.
Yeah, I'll replace it if push comes to shove anyways. With that, I think that might ease the task. Would you take a 5 for that with with MT's help?
Yeah, using MT's help with the Energanium.
Yeah.
I kind of like transformium.
I was just throwing words out there, you know. What would you like for that? Because my computer skills are not great. I can kind of
Comp-
rig up a machine that might be able to sit to register it. So like a mechanics check.
Do you have any tool proficiencies? Like sensor tool proficiencies?
Computers is probably where I would place the role, simply because you are doing like a scan.
Yeah.
And you're using the energanium to kind of like pick up an energy signature. Yeah, go ahead and give me a computers check.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
With advantage.
Advantage for sure.
With advantage.
Guidance, I'm assuming, because everybody has it.
Yeah.
All right. And
especially with MT like directly helping you.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we roll. Okay, that's not too bad. A 19.
A 19 on a 5? Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. You use the energanium, and you don't use it up, you just use it to kind of register a signature. You do find that this signature is all over the planet. You're able to differentiate on things that have consumed the energanium versus like big like veins of it in the planet. You can see that the planet is rife with it. It's almost like even though it's a source that they use every day, it is something that continues to expand and grow. And through like, especially on a 19 over that 5, while you can't see the growth in progress, you can probably surmise that if the denizens here weren't there to consume this resource, it would overtake the planet. So it's kind of a symbiotic bond. Like these people have to be here on the planet to keep it from being just turned completely into this mineral.
Does his energanium look like it's trying to take over the shit around it, or is it like now that we've hooked it up and like set it up and everything, is it trying to take over the machine that we hooked it up to?
No, the energanium away from the planet doesn't appear to be to spread at all. It appears to be just like a finite resource. There has to be something that is a catalyst with the planet itself that encourages growth in order for it to spread on the planet. But it becomes almost like inert, like just like a less powerful state once it is separated from it.
Stable and non-volatile.
Okay. Right.
Okay. Yeah, I'll obviously have peace with me, so he gets all that information too. So, all right, yeah, that's good.
That does aid me in my future experiments.
Yep. I am going to jump around the list a little bit. I'm going to jump back to Chaka.
Okay. So I would like to do some research into ways to amplify my voice and direct it specifically for destroying those Flongo bits.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that would just be like research for like what's available, or like something that I could like something that exists already that I can modify. But I want to look into options for like more specifically amplifying my voice.
I think the role depends on how you choose to tackle this situation.
Okay.
Because there's probably several different ways like you could enhance, like whether it's mechanical or by way of mutation or things like there are several possibilities for ways to adapt your body or to be able to focus your voice. So it really depends on what route you want to go. Do you want to like permanently change yourself, or do you want to find a way to like have like a mechanical like a thing that you put on that amplifies it, that you can like, that is removable?
I was thinking of like something mechanical. That's what I had in
Something
mind.
mechanical. That,
Yeah.
in that case, yeah, I would say it would probably be a mechanics roll.
What would it be if I was looking to change myself permanently?
Science.
Let's go with that one instead. I have a better modifier for it.
Okay. What are you setting
Because
the
like
difficulty?
I didn't even think that was an option. So, I think I only have my 25 and my 30 left, so I will do my 25.
25. Okay.
Yeah.
So rather than find a way to like a mechanical way, you're actually going to find a way to modify yourself permanently.
Yeah, I didn't think that was an
Engineering.
option. I didn't think it was an option, but I'm happy to like have have a chance at like a cool thing that I can just do and have as an ability. And
Yeah.
I'm going to give myself guidance.
Okay.
If you'll let me, I will do the aid another action to help her with that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he would probably. You're pretty smart, so you'd probably be the best choice for a helper. So you'll be able to get advantage on the science roll as well. Yeah, go ahead. You give me a science roll with the works. That's 28. Whoo, boy, now we're getting into the weird shit. Because there's possibilities for things that you could have done. You could have, like I said, like make like a choker that amplifies your voice. You could have found a way to harness the vocal power and turn it into like a grenade or something that you could give to other people to use as well. You could have
That would be sick.
created like a ship weapon or like a pulse or something. But for you opted to go the way of genetic mutation. And once you get into genetic mutation, things get a little strange.
Chaka was inspired by that weird guy we met from the other crew.
Which weird guy?
The regular one.
The regular weird guy?
Yeah, the regular human guy. That didn't seem like any other human Chaka's ever met.
Yeah. So you, along with the help of MT, start experimenting, and you start working with any chemicals that you can get your hands on the ship to create something that will effectively alter your genetic chemistry. You don't have enough time to just tinker and test with this. So you create what you think is the perfect concoction. You load it into the injector gun of like an old healing injector and inject yourself in the neck with it.
I'm confident.
You feel as the skin on your neck, like on your throat, starts to ripple. And almost like it's almost like at that part, like it feels like it ages for a second, because you can feel like kind of like these folds like kind of like ripple and collapse and close, until they have formed like these like this like kind of like lined sac on your throat. And you, after it is complete, focus and start to sing and focus especially on that specific note, and as you do, you see that physically you suck in the air, you start to sing, and as you do and you're releasing the air through the singing, it is also like concentrated, like this air vent opening up in your throat that shoots out like this air blast that carries the note. And you're testing this on like a watermelon or something, and you do that and concentrate it. You feel those ripples open up on your throat. You feel the wind push through it and shoot like a gun that explodes the watermelon.
Okay. Sick.
I'm going to have to create a feature for it, but you are going to gain a sonic weapon, like ranged weapon that you can use with your throat. That is going to it's going to use your charisma modifier. It is going to do force damage. And it's going to have the special effect that when used on the Flongo remnants, it's just going to destroy them.
Amazing. That's messed up. I'm glad I went with the weird mutation route.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So she's just got like permanently like weird flaps on her neck.
Yeah.
She's about to enter her turtleneck era, baby.
Sonic breath weapon.
Just got some throat wrinkles that open into vents that become a sonic weapon. So like when you're not using them, when you're talking normally, they don't open. It's only when you like push and concentrate and like push that like that pulse. So when you're talking normally, like you've just kind of got like this kind of like ball sack on your neck, like not quite, like it's kind of like a tight pouch, you know, and it's got like kind of like wrinkle lines in it.
Yeah, Chaka's gonna find some sort of fashionable way to cover that up. Maybe like a thick choker or something. I don't know yet.
There we go. I have a note to make Chaka a sonic throat weapon.
Sick.
Truly.
Yep.
Loki.
All right, I'm gonna do my 30 roll to learn. Put it down. To learn core synchronization. I'm gonna take like practice with the mech or do whatever I need to do with the mech to learn this skill from the skill tree.
For piloting?
Yes, for piloting. It's on the down track, the first of the down track.
+1 bonus to initiative while piloted by you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're essentially you're looking for a skill point here, specifically in piloting. What I will need from you is a piloting roll here, piloting check.
Okay. Would I be able to get bardic inspiration from Chaka for this? And guidance from MT? Thank you. And I'm also gonna pop my expert charm again. I'll get plus 14 for this as well.
Okay.
Piloting.
Proficiency doubled, and you're getting it is a D8 from Chaka for the bardic inspiration, and then a D4 for MT's guidance.
Okay. If anybody that pilots a mech, if they help me out with this, would I get advantage or no?
I think you're getting a lot already.
Okay, that's fair. Okay. I'm gonna use my inspiration to reroll that.
Yeah, that's better.
Hey.
So 43?
Holy.
Yeah, because you rolled max on the D8 and the D4.
Oh, geez.
That was 17 plus 8 plus 4 plus 14.
Wow.
Which might be the highest roll I've ever seen on the downtime rolls ever.
That's crazy.
It is also 10 over your 30 roll. Yeah, so you're gonna get your skill point. You take your time to do some extensive piloting, specifically with your mech. There's been a lot of practice going around. Chubbs is learning new skills with the mech, so you're getting lots of opportunities to practice and play with it. Go ahead and give yourself the skill point and grab core synchronization. You earn that easily.
Awesome.
I haven't seen a roll that high since 3rd edition monk jumping with all the synergy bonuses due to fast speed.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's probably one of the highest rolls I've seen. For that, I am going to say, Jesus, that is wild. Let me know when you take that. Because once you actually take it on the skill on the skill tree, it'll pop up on your character sheet too.
Yeah, there we go.
Core synchronization. I'm going to say that specifically you learn this skill as a specialty skill. What specialty is going to mean here is that you are going to have an enhanced version of this skill. Instead of getting +1 bonus to the initiative, you're going to get +2 bonus to the initiative of a mech while piloted by you.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
43 is awesome. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, that's wild.
Wait, the black ass.
All right, I am going to do a
What?
mystery and investigation. I'm going to try for 25 to ascertain if there's any, let's say, capabilities that aren't being utilized but can be enhanced safely on the anathema. I'm basically looking to overclock it. Either slightly enhance the weapon systems, make it a bit more responsive in combat, something like that. Something that might have been overlooked for, say, comfort reasons, but can still be safely expanded on.
Okay. For that, the roll would be a mechanics roll.
I don't. Yeah, it's a neutral for me. All right, who can hand me bonuses on that?
I can.
I will aid you on that.
Okay.
So
I assume I'm
will
getting
give you advantage and guidance.
All right.
Guidance.
So advantage in a D4.
Well, if he's already given guidance, Chaka, you still have Bardics.
Okay, yeah.
How does the Bardic work again?
It's a D8.
It's a D8.
Perfect.
She's
All right, go
she's
gadget. Okay, roll.
she's crooning to you while you're trying to do mechanic
Nice.
work.
All right, I'm not going to be able to get it with any modifiers.
Uh,
Oh wait, I
you-
didn't roll with that with advantage.
I was just gonna say you didn't roll it with advantage, and
I
you
thought I
didn't
hit the advantage button. It clearly didn't.
you didn't add any of the bonuses to the roll.
All right, R1D8, R1D4. So 19. Doesn't hit the 25, but that's not bad. All said and done.
That's also a fail by more than 5.
Yeah, I know. But it's not a 1.
Do you have your inspo? Did you
No, I
use
used
it?
it on one of my earlier rolls.
Shit.
I was gonna save it. I was saving mine, but take mine.
All right.
Can you roll it all just in one roll? Like just put the plus 1d8 plus 1d4 in the
My browser
modifier
has been
spot?
screwing up when I try to do. Like the window with adjusting the roll, so I can do it in two.
You can also just type it in chat.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It's a plus 0 on it. D20 plus 1d8 4.
Oh, that's so rough, my guy.
Oh, that was supposed to be with advantage, though, right?
Well, it's like an inspo roll. I don't think I get advantage again on it, do I?
Yeah, re-roll it with advantage. So roll again. We'll see. No, you the dice don't like you at all. That's
Your
that's
19 was still your best.
that's where we're gonna call it. Oh, this is not great for you guys. Wade is doing Wade things. He's like, oh, I know everything about my tiny ship. I'm just gonna go see what I can do about the anathema. Oh, you break something.
Oh boy.
I need to look at the anathema.
I'm picturing C3PO covered in wires right now.
In trying to overclock, he underclocks.
I need you, Wade, to roll a d4.
Right.
Wade goes and starts tinkering around with the engines, and he's like, oh yeah, I can get this thing going, we could get there much faster. And everybody gets knocked prone as the ship lurches, as it immediately drops to half its speed.
Fuck.
Until it is fixed, the anathema is only flying at half speed and only moves 5 arc instead of 10 per round now. Additionally, Wade, you have a stress token in piloting.
All right. Well, I know what I'm doing next turn. How do I add a stress token again? I've never had.
I was just putting him in the miscellaneous tab, but you've got some stuff in there already. I'm just gonna put it at the bottom of your journal entry stuff. Stress token 1 disadvantage piloting. Vera's still not feeling too great. You fuck up the engines and immediately rush to take the wheel and make sure that the ship doesn't spin out and spin off course. And have enough trouble struggling with the anathema that the disadvantage is coming from like it's almost like it hits your confidence hard in your piloting skills and in your knowledge of ships in general. And you're not going to be able to get rid of that next for your last downtime roll. You're going to have to wait till your next downtime to be able to get rid of that, because it's got to be a 5, a 10, or a 15.
Yeah. Okay.
MT.
I am wanting to create this AI with a DC 20. Am I using computers? Am I tapping into my knowledge of animal handling because it's basically I'm making an animal's personality, or same idea but survival?
It's still a computer's check here. No matter what, you are programming an AI. You're determining how well the AI matches what you want it to. So if you want it to act like a cat or act like some kind of cat-like creature, then this roll determines how close you get to that.
Yeah, basically I'm trying to recreate a cat's stat block that is under the influence of the Find Familiar spell.
Yeah. I think failure here causes the AI to be a little bit funky in this case, and anything could happen. You could have the next Ultron on your hands, so...
Okay. I no longer have my inspo. But I am going to guidance myself. So there I go. There is a failure.
Oh shit. It's not by 5.
So I'm going to call my own penalty. It is not complete. I wasn't able to complete it. I need to. My next.
Hey, who's the DM here? Chill out. Chill the fuck out. I decide what's complete and not complete. Thank you very much. No, you're on the right track. Taking the words right out of my mouth. You don't fail by 5. You don't. There's no weird quirks to this AI just yet. You try to put it into the cat mech, and there is kind of a weird sentience to it. Like, it gets up and tries to stand on 2 legs, and like it walks like a bipedal creature instead of a quadrupedal creature. It does like
a cat, not a meerkat.
It does like a little song and dance, like the WB frog. Before you have to do like a little bit of work on its body, because it literally like runs over and starts like running and slamming itself into the wall until it just like collapses and the AI like just like stops functioning.
Okay. Version 1, not so good.
That brings us back to you, Chubbs.
Observing the damage that has been done to the ship, what are you thinking it's going to take for me to repair it? Am I going to have to use my 30 roll? Or do we feel like I've been in the mechanic room of the ship long enough for it to be a lower roll?
So, Wade failed it on a 25.
Mm-hmm.
What I will give you is, if you're attempting to fix it, the DC is going to be 20, but it will take up your 15 slot.
Okay.
So the DC will be 15 plus 5, essentially.
Okay. All right. That's not too bad. I feel
Need
like
another.
with that decision, that'll be all right. I would like to try and make an attempt at my 30 roll.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can learn a new skill for wait, do I learn a new skill for my mech, or do I try and improve myself? Yeah, let me learn a new skill for the mech. I would like to focus on utilizing the shield on the mech. Would I be able to utilize my 30 roll to gain the where is it? Where would I be able to utilize that to get my shield bearer, which is a first level Vanguard feature, onto my mech?
Specifically the tower shield feature?
Yep.
Yeah.
What would you like for that role? Would you like a piloting, or would this be more of a how I'm able to maneuver my shield, utilizing like maybe my athletics, or being able to mimic the movements that my body makes to protect people?
That's essentially what you're doing. Yeah, you're trying to replicate the use of the skill inside the mech, using the same kind of strategy that you've been using thus far. 30 is
Would we call it
absolutely
muscle movement for athletics, or
no. It's definitely a piloting check here.
piloting? Okay,
Yeah.
it's worth a shot.
Yeah, because you're trying to use the mech to replicate the movements and turn it into a usable feature that's like something you can do with the mech consistently.
Yeah. Can I call upon the crew for bonuses?
You can ask for help, absolutely.
Wonderful. I would be looking for guidance, Bardic, and
You can get guidance from
maybe
me,
help if I can get it.
and it's piloting. If I can allow aid another with piloting, I will, but I
Yeah,
don't know
I mean, we could spread
how
it out
well.
as well. You know,
Don't
like
know
I
how well
can.
that's possible.
Yeah, I mean, like I'll take Loki's help with his piloting skills. I'll take your guidance and Chaka's Bardic, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind helping out.
Yeah, that
Wonderful.
would be
And
guidance Bardic plus advantage.
Yep. And then I will also burn a use of my expert charm.
Nice.
So that is a piloting plus 1d4 plus 8. All right, we pray. I rolled a 19. Beautiful. 35.
It was a 19 and a 1. Oh my god. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, the first roll was a 1 too. That's rough.
Yeah. Oh, that could have gone real bad, but yeah, no, 35
Terrifying.
definitely does it. And it's 5 over as well, which we love to see. So let me bring up the Orcus Cleric.
Would this be a feature specific to the cleric, or would this be something that I can use as Chubbs in general for anything that has a shield?
This is going to be specific to the Cleric.
Okay, so if I do obtain another mech that is probably a little more like defensively capable in the future,
you already have the
I would have to
knowledge of
relearn.
doing it for one mech. I'd say applying it as like a permanent feature to a different mech just means that the DC would be a bit easier. Like you'd be
Okay.
able to set it at a 25 instead of a 30.
Yeah.
What is this ability?
The shield bearer ability from the Vanguard. So the mech can now benefit from wielding 2 shields at the same time. The AC bonus of the second shield is halved and can use a bonus action on the turn to try and shove a creature. And then the tower shield version of that is while you are wielding a tower shield, you can use a bonus action to take on a wide stance, providing half cover to creatures of your choice within 5 feet of you until the start of your next turn or until you doff the shield. In this case, when he's doing it, it applies that benefit to mechs.
Nice.
It kind of makes sense that it wouldn't apply to mechs previously because they're fucking massive, and I don't think a giant mech standing behind you with your fucking dinky tower shield is going to make a big difference. But now being able to apply that to mechs like surrounding you and being able to lock it down so that they can increase their AC, that's huge for mech fights. Do-do-do-do. With the cleric. Crazy. Okay. That is going to bring us back to MT for the last roll.
I have changed my initial plans. What I'd like to do is, because of my background, I have been taking a disadvantage on history checks. I would like to study the history of, at least the history that is available within the ship's computers, to remove the penalty in my for my memory. I just basically want to read up on the gap of history that I am missing because of my background.
Okay,
And
just like
the penalty that has been mostly self-imposed for history checks because I have this giant gap of knowledge.
oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and give me. Oh, this is interesting.
Can I assist? I am proficient in history and have like a plus 13 modifier to it, so I would like to help him with like studying.
Absolutely. MT, go ahead and give me a history check with advantage. Sorry, give me an investigation with advantage.
Okay, just give me a sec. And I will guidance that as well.
Okay.
And that's on my 5 roll.
Beautiful.
Oh, MT. MT, you start catching up on just general history. Everything from history of planets to pop culture to robotic advancements. And an article you come across catches your attention about a science lab, a robotics lab that burned down that there was some kind of mechanical failure. They said it was an accident. And you get a memory flashback to being in the MT1 mech, surrounded by fire, looking down at the bloody arm blade of your weapon. Looking below the blade, you can see the now bled out body of Dr. Wiles. And the voice of what you recognize now as Dr. Lumen, in the distance going, How could you? You shouldn't be capable of this. What have you done? That is the memory. You receive that memory back along with getting rid of that disadvantage. Now, just on general history checks, you are able to absorb all the other information. You're able to get yourself caught up, but just that article triggers that memory for you.
Okay. After doing that, I take some time for quiet contemplation and basically go statuesque.
Chaka, give me a insight check.
Insight. My insight is not very good.
Okay. You're not sure if like MT, it seems to have absorbed all the information. When you leave him, he is just kind of like zoned in, watching having like, it's almost like watching YouTube on super speed. He's got it on like 5 times speed, and he's like taking in a bunch of fucking information videos and stuff like that. And he gets pretty quiet, but you think he's just probably just absorbing all of that information. You don't really notice anything else with him.
She's gonna be like she's gonna give like a little empty, you good? And then like be like, okay, and then like walk out.
Purely no response, not even the minor muscle or minor motor twitches to simulate just being alive that I normally have. It's as if I am a statue, or like fully shut down and immobilized and just staring at the screen. But yep.
Chaka thinks nothing of it.
Yeah. Chubbs.
With the success of that last one, I'm gonna use my last downtime to repair the ship.
I was gonna help, but I'm out of commission.
He's catatonic, yeah.
That's all right. What are we looking for? Are we looking for mechanics?
We're looking for a mechanics roll.
Would I
DC's
be able
20.
to- Would I be able to help him out with my
I
mechanic?
already have advantage, as it's a
Okay.
ship-related task. I will
will-
take a guidance, though. You got
I'll
it.
give you guidance.
I don't want to burn through all your bardic inspirations, but
I appreciate that.
all right, let's see what advantage gets me. 9 for 17.
What roll was that for?
It has to be a 20 here for him to succeed.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna burn
Okay.
my inspiration because I'm still holding it.
Hold on. I have the Grand Charm of Fate. When another creature that you can see within 60 feet of you makes an ability check, an attack roll, or a saving throw, you can roll a d10 and apply the result as a bonus or penalty to the roll. Once you use this bonus, you can't use it again until finish a long or short rest.
Looking for a
So
3 or
that's
higher.
me.
Sure.
That's
Yeah,
me
we're just
rolling the
straight three.
d10.
Yep.
Oh, I thought that was landing on the 2.
That
It
is
looks like it
just
for a
enough.
second.
Chaka's down in the engine room with you, working on fixing things, mostly just to kind of offer insight. She does have like a very good eye for specific details, and it comes in clutch here because as you are moving through things, you're not rushing so much as the Anathema is a new ship for you, and you think you like that there's something you do that you think you do, but you don't. And when you push the wrench a certain way, it pushes something out of place and you don't notice it. But Chaka comes up from right behind you and goes, "Oh no, that shouldn't be like that," and flips it back into place. And you guys are able to get the engines kicked back on. So the ship is moving at its normal pace now. Unlike before where it kind of snapped to like a slower speed immediately, it does speed up gradually, so you guys aren't like thrusted as the ship moves forward. And yeah, thanks to the keen eyes of Chaka, you're able to get the ship back in working order.
Thank you, Chaka.
No problem.
Loki.
Seems like a good cause for the Charm of Fate.
Yeah, this is a great use of the Grand Charm. I forgot about the Grand Charm of Fate.
I don't use it very often.
Alright. My 5 roll, I'm just gonna take care of drunk, possibly hungover Vera. I'm just gonna bring her a pillow, some snacks. See if I could relieve the hangover that she's probably gonna have. And then kind of just take over piloting for her.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a raw charisma roll here.
Oh, charisma. All right.
Perfect. Yeah, you give Vera some coffee. You get her sobered up. And as you're kind of like talking to her kind of soothingly, she grabs you by your shirt. The smell of still like booze breath on her breath, even after she has had the coffee, just breathes deep in your face, leans real close, and says, "I recognize that voice. It was you."
I don't know what you're talking about.
She, sober enough now, like, so, and back at her wits, gets up, gives you like a nice firm smack on the ass, and then goes back to piloting. But going forward, Vera is going to pay a bit closer attention to Loki.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Wade is away from his keyboard. Oh, he's coming back.
Or am I? That being said, I only have self-care left, and I can't really use it, right? I only have
Well, you've got your 30 roll. You just can't use your 30 roll to get rid of your stress token.
I guess my real question is, what can I use it for?
I mean, you've seen these guys doing some pretty crazy shit with their 30 roll.
I guess it's more just because I only have self-care left.
What do you mean you only have self-care left?
You can use each one more than once.
Oh, I did not realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was always like, shit, yeah, you gotta use each one.
No,
With
no.
that in mind, I'm gonna want to do something that's strength related because I'm actually good at that. I think
Yeah.
I am going to try and fuck it. I'm just going to try and go one step further beyond. I'm going to actively try to lift something up I couldn't lift in the past, like a mech or something. Regular size. I'm training to get the next big level of strength in my body. I'm gonna fucking, I don't know, caber toss a mech.
To what end? Like, what's the goal you're trying to achieve doing that?
In Wade's head to get stronger, mechanically, maybe advantage on the thrower when I'm throwing someone.
Okay.
Although I already get that, so maybe like +2 when I'm throwing someone.
Okay. Give me an athletics roll.
All right, who can feed me bonuses?
I'm still catatonic.
Okay. Who else can feed me bonuses?
I mean, I can help train with you.
Okay.
You got my guidance.
All right, so guidance is D4, and what does your training with me give me? Advantage?
Advantage, yeah, he's giving you the health action.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
This
go.
is for
Wow, nothing is showing up for me now.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna refresh my session.
The dice rolled. I'm glad the dice started rolling again, but
This is the first time that this is broken in Safari for me. That's about.
I heard a dice roll.
yeah. The 1d4 showed up.
Yeah, that's all I got too.
All right. Let's fucking go. What
Oh.
That was not great.
Oh no.
I only failed by 14.
Oh no, Wade.
Can I give you my bardic inspiration? I think I
I'll
have
take
one
it.
left.
This is also probably a good time to use my inspiration period.
So the 21 with Bardic.
21 with Bardic?
Yes.
Well, it's not
So
a
failure by 9.
it's not a fail
So-
by 14.
Yeah.
I'll give you my inspiration because I still haven't
Okay.
used it.
All right. So here's the base roll.
That's much
Yeah,
better.
Yeah. All right. So
Succeed at
1d8,
24.
D4.
that just turned a failure into a success.
That became an absolute success.
32.
Oh
32.
my god. So, Wade, you don't even transform. Normally you're like, make my monster grow and fucking like get on the level of these things. Instead, you
I haven't said that since I had 6.
you walk over. You start by experimenting with mechs. Like, you just get people to start summoning their mechs. And you start bench pressing them from like the lightest
Hell
one to
yeah.
the heaviest one that you can. And it's for the purpose of like you're just, it was for the sake of doing it, really. Just fucking,
Yeah.
as
I would
like,
have done this with no roll. It's just a
Yeah.
Wade thing.
just because you can. But you're adapting to this new cool ass frame. You've got like this augmented power, and you're finding that you're even now able to do things that you couldn't do before. You can lift things and toss things and do things that you could not do before. On that 30 roll, Wade, I think the only appropriate thing to do here is increase your strength by 2, putting
Oh,
you
yeah.
into the next strength bracket.
Oh my. Oh my.
Wait,
All right, I
you're-
have done this.
You're bench pressing mechs and even like light ships. Like, you walk over to the fighting fantasy and like with one arm just start like doing like fucking like just hard lifts with it, like one arm at a time.
Hell yeah.
You're a badass motherfucker. You are strong. Of course you can lift mechs. You beat mechs. When you're in your big form, you fucking you smack mechs down now. You fear no fucking big old fucking robot.
I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I want to end a fight by throwing a motorcycle at someone at some point.
Yeah, Chaka, what's the training montage song for this?
The tiger, except I'm singing the Weird Al version because that's how Wade rolls.
Excellent.
The theme from Rocky 13.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Chaka Khan.
Yeah. So for my 30 roll, what I want to do is I'm hoping that this could be a religion check because I want to essentially make like a video sermon that goes out to all my followers, updating them about the Void Seekers and like the encounter we had with them after they kidnapped our friend, and basically I want to inspire my followers to spread the word about what's happened, maybe gain more followers through that, but also like I guess get them on our side in the anti-Void Seeker fight. So whether that's like if they see Void Seekers like passing intel back to us, or like organizing amongst themselves to fight against Void Seekers. But I figured probably just like sending intel back to us if they do see Void Seekers out in the wild and stuff. But I wanted to inspire my followers and also update them about the Void Seekers.
Okay, we're gonna call this a reputation roll.
Reputation. Yeah.
There's nothing that you're saying that is a lie here. You're giving factual information. You are kind of basically you're turning your reputation into feelers for more information on the Void Seekers. I'm going to call this an etiquette roll. Something we don't get to see very often.
Sweet. And didn't I just get a thing that gives me advantage on etiquette rolls? What's my skill tree? I just took a skill. Okay, what it was.
Silver tongue.
A +2 to all. Oh, it's not.
That's officials, nobles, ambassadors, and bureaucrats.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, are any of my followers bureaucrats?
I'm going to extend. I'm going to say you can take the +2 from that here. It will extend that to this role because you never know what kind of fans you have. You have now been performing. You performed on Halberd right before like you guys saved the planet by destroying a pretty well-known living planet. Like people knew what Flongo was. The Flongo had been around for a long ass time. So I'm gonna say, yeah, it stands to reason that there are probably some pretty high up people that are fans of yours.
Awesome. Sweet. I'm also going to use my Grand Charm of Luck, which adds a D10 to my roll. And am I able to give myself guidance, or wait? And he's not able to give guidance right now.
You can normally give yourself guidance.
You can go guide yourself.
Yeah.
Can I remind you of the speech that Chubbs kind of slid over to you and be like, "Here, use some of this," and like offer my assistance in helping?
To give me
to get a
advantage?
lecture off. Yeah.
Would that give me advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Awesome.
kind of give you like the reminder of like the little speech that I gave you back when we were doing the advertisement for Flango that helped everybody.
Perfect. That was an excellent speech. $33, baby.
33.
Thank you.
You put like this video blog out there with all of the information, the recap, catching people up, saying, hey, like, if you see anything like this, please let us know, or like, please reach out to me. I listen to all my fans. Every one of you are, you know, special to me. I'm putting words in your mouth. You go give us a speech. Give us a rousing speech. I gotta fill time here.
No. Chaka's the charismatic one, not me. Okay. She's gonna start off very down to earth, like just like a casual, like, hey everyone, how are you guys doing? It's me, Chaka. It's me, your girl, Chaka. I just wanted to update everyone on something insane that happened to us recently. We ran into this group of people called Void Seekers, and they kidnapped our friend. And when we went to rescue him, we saw that they were up to all sorts of crazy stuff. And they had kidnapped other people's friends as well, and it looked like that they were kidnapping a lot of people. I just wanted to share that with everyone, make sure you guys are being safe. We were able to get our friends back. If you see anything like this out there, and I'm gonna like describe what the Void Seekers look like and like their ships and stuff, if you see anything like that, please let us know. Get your friends to keep an eye out for us as well. I know you guys can really come together and be an amazing community. That is where our power lies, is in the strength in numbers, and you guys are all amazing. So if you can do anything at all to let us know if you see these guys out there up to shenanigans, we would really appreciate it. Take care.
Message goes out. You have you have it on like the equivalent of like TikTok, Instagram, one of the things, but specifically like for.
I feel like my followers have got like an email list, or like I didn't want to like put the Void Seekers like super publicly on blast. I just wanted to send it out to like people that already follow me and like kind of encourage them to like spread the words to like people that they know and keep an eye out.
Okay.
But I didn't want to get the Void Seekers' attention quite yet with putting them on blast like that.
Okay.
So I don't think I would have posted it publicly.
Digital newsletter.
Yeah. Something like that. I
A
don't know.
MySpace page.
Yeah. Void Seekers aren't on MySpace. Space
An
MySpace.
e-zine.
Ew. You start getting pings back immediately. Private messages from followers of yours from all over the galaxy. You get the obvious ones first, like you get like heavy activity in the Helena system, Void Seekers all over the place in the Atreus system. Oh, I heard they have like a big warship over in the Athena system. Like that's their main base of operations. What are they doing out there, kind of thing. You get information on 3 new systems that you haven't really heard much about before. You hear about a it looks like there is a small contingent of Void Seekers that appear to be looking for something in the Emerald Belt in the quartz system. It appears that they have set up a research station on the planet Sparta 4 in the Ares system. That's for the Roman numeral IV. And it appears that Void Seekers...
Sorry, can you repeat that last one?
There appears to be a research station on Sparta 4, the planet Sparta 4, in the Ares system.
Okay.
And like high-ranking Void Seeker members, like it appears that like you get like a video of it appears to be like some scientists and maybe the queen of the Void Seekers that appear to be having negotiations with an elven royalty, like an elven royal family on the planet Moonswallow in the Artemis system.
Amazing. Can I just send out like a quick update back, basically being like, thank you guys so much. You're already being so incredibly helpful.
Yeah.
I appreciate all of you. Keep up the good work. And I'm gonna give them like the name of the Void Watchers. As like a group of like kind of like just like a surveillance system on the Void Seekers, the beginnings of like a surveillance network.
Okay.
The Void Watchers.
Void Watchers, you got it. Also, it seems that most of your follows are pretty chill, but you do get like no less than 3 unsolicited dick pics.
Duh. She's a woman on the internet. It makes sense.
Void Watchers information. We'll include that.
Were I in your position, I would be sending those unsolicited pics to the other senders of the unsolicited pics.
Put them all in a group chat together.
Send it to their mothers.
No, I'm just gonna put them in a group chat together and be like, you guys seem lonely, maybe you can be friends.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you were just being nice? Well, here, I'm just being nice back to you by sending you the same style of photo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was this not show and tell? Now, will I continue to get updates from my network of Void Watchers, like if things happen?
Occasionally, especially like if you call on them, like if you say to me, "Hey, I want to check on my Void Watcher network," we can do a roll and we'll see what kind of information you glean from them. I'll say on this first roll, I'm gonna give you one more location. It appears that they recently attacked a group, attacked a city on the planet Phobos in the Hermes system.
Oh, I think they stole their name from one of Mars's moons.
Sorry, they recently attacked a city.
On the planet Phobos in the Hermes system. City's name was Brightfall.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
No problem.
Can Chaka pass that information on to the crew of the Prince as well? Would I have
Oh.
to send that to them above table, or can that be something that I say now and...
Yeah, you are in a group chat with them, so any information that you want to share with them, like from Chaka, like to JJ or any of them, like you can pass that information freely.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you guys are in open communication now, so anytime you guys want to share information back and forth, even like you could have like delayed care packages, like where you send it in one session and it appears in another session, send off items to each other and shit like that. Like you guys, you now are connected. So yeah, you can absolutely share any information you like with the Prince, and even if you just like if you update them above table and they have that information and knowledge going forward that they can recall, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Okay.
You succeed and get that out and start getting that information, and I'm assuming you share that with your party as well.
Of course, yeah.
One of the NPCs, like Dr. Vex, will be like, so their influence spreads quite far then.
Way further than we ever realized. I wonder who this elven royalty they were speaking to are.
Well, we know that they planted seeds, yes? From the information you'd received?
Yeah, something like that.
So they could be retrieving one of their keys.
Maybe. Do I know how far away those systems are? Like, how long it would take to get to them? I'm not saying we should derail what we're currently doing right now, but...
So the court system is the closest system from where you are right now, and then from the court system, Ares, Artemis, and Hermes are kind of like equal distance. Like you could go to whatever one, and it'll be about the same amount of time. To get to the court system from here, you're looking at probably about 2 weeks travel time, even with the wormhole travel, because when you're taking that, they don't always come out directly in the system. Sometimes you'll have to do a little bit of traveling when you come out of the nearest one.
Yeah.
So you'd be looking at about 2 weeks of travel time to get to the court system, and then probably about that 2 to 3 weeks of travel time to get to one of the other systems from the court system.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, they are spread quite far then.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, I mean, like, realistically, MT was the furthest he could possibly be, and the only reason he got to the Athena system so quickly was, A, he doesn't require sleep, so he can just have the ship gunning full blast the whole time, but also he was using those slipstream, like, wormholes, like, just one after another to get back as quickly as possible.
True.
And diverted life support system to the engines.
Yeah, because you don't need it. Shields everything. You put everything into your engines and like quadrupled your speed. with just the luck that you didn't hit anything, because you'd end up like a fucking bug on a windshield. You finally arrive on Oakenshield, and you can see that it's got those two moons that are floating around it in the distance. The planet itself is incredibly beautiful and colorful and vibrant, and among the green of the trees and the plant life that are clearly glowing and are clearly growing here, and the beautiful blues that you see, you also catch like on the darker side of the planet lights that appear to light up the sky, and you can see, even though you had a detector before to kind of get a good idea of the inside of the planet and what's growing in there, you can see the shimmer of the energanium veins that grow across the planet, that shimmer beneath the ocean surface and appear to kind of like cause these visible ley lines of energanium energy to kind of be one with the planet. Flying within orbit, you are able to see that among this plant life, all of this growth, there appear to be like streets, like roads that are built. Like you don't see a lot of settlements or cities as you would think of them, but you do see a lot of different like really open like flatlands that are kind of covered by the trees. So it's almost like the plant life grows around around these streets and these long stretches of highway. Probably not quite landing, but hovering. You don't see the large warforged like the one that you saw at the Squengies. Instead, where you arrive, following energy signals or signatures that Chubbs had found, you find yourself in some kind of vehicle festival. It appears that there are like cars and motorcycles and planes and even like small, like you can see some fighter ships that are all in the middle of races. It looks like they're having like these long stretch races. It looks like where you have arrived, it appears that it is like an all vehicles race, and it looks like they are just about to start. And as you arrive on the planet, you hear a voice that says, "Ah, newcomers! Perfect time to prove your worth. Get on the line." And with that, as your ship comes down and kind of falls into place, you were getting ready to land. They tell you to get in line. Who takes the wheel? Because Vera is on it right now. But does anybody? Are you guys going to let Vera pilot for this impromptu race, or is somebody else going to take the controls on that?
Might soul grab the yoke. Wait, no, fuck. I have a penalty on that. Maybe not.
I might try it. Loki might give it a go.
I'm just glad we fixed the issue with the speed.
Yeah.
I'd like to make a save to see if I wake up with my self-imposed catatonia. What sort of save would you suggest that would be?
What, to wake yourself, to snap yourself out of your catatonic state?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me, call it raw intelligence.
Intelligence save or intelligence check?
Check. Add a 1d4 to that.
I also have a question.
Yeah.
Would we have gotten a chance for a long or short rest?
Oh yeah, you would have had several.
Okay, cool. So my bardic inspirations and stuff are reset now.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Your travel took place over days. It still would have been about a half day's travel before you actually reached Oakenshield.
Okay, perfect.
MT of 15 is enough, where that memory doesn't have you stun locked anymore. Obviously, it's still kind of like replaying in your systems as you're trying to analyze the details of it. But there's a deep part of you that doesn't really think that you would be capable of doing something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You hear this booming voice. It tells you to fall into place as you are flying down. Again, it's kind of like it's a free for all. Like all these different crazy vehicles are in line, and it looks like they're all ready to race at once. They're revving engines. They're ready to go. Newcomers, welcome to Oakenshield. Pleasantries will come after the grand race. May the odds be ever in your favor. Everyone, start your engines. 3, 2, 1, go! And that is where we're going to end session for tonight.
As I was waking up, I wanted to, if I had absorbed this information that we're about to start a race, do we want me to race separately?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, if you want to, because I was looking.
The minute I hear one person say yes, I take command of the Daedalus and launch out of the Athenema.
Okay, so you're gonna fly separately.
Yeah.
Can I just say I did one thing before we started? I just popped the expert charm, so my piloting gets is doubled for the next hour.
Sure.
Awesome. Just
Hell
that'll come in handy for the race.
Okay, so the Anathema and the Daedalus are going to join in on the race. You didn't have to sign any kind of entry. And looking at the cars, I will say before we go, like looking down the line, you don't see drivers in a lot of these vehicles. Like you don't see anybody sitting inside the cars or on the motorcycles at all. But that's where we'll end session for tonight. When we start next session, you guys are going to be in the grand race of Oakenshield, and we'll learn what that means and what that is next session.
Excellent.
Awesome.
I'm glad that we get a pod racing episode.
Hell yeah. better be cards pulled by goats. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. Thanks for tuning in, Flash. We love to see you here. We love every single one of you. We hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And as always, power to the players. Have a great night.
Good session, guys.
Great session.
Mm-hmm.